Hi everyone, I'm Saurabh Srivastava, and today I'm going to explain you how to generate bearer token using JMeter. So before switching to the tool, let's see what all information you must have to generate the token. To generate the token, you should have token endpoint and client credentials. So in this case, you can see I have this token endpoint as well as I have client credentials. So here you can see grant type, client ID, client secret and resource information I have. So this required to generate the token, and this information should be provided by the API development team. And with this token information, you should have also information of the API, which you need to call by using this token. So you may need API endpoint and sample request, where we will be using this token to call that. Okay, so let's switch to the JMeter and see that how we can generate this token. So very first step that you will have to add the thread group. Second step that you will have to add HTTP request, and there you have to configure this token endpoint, and you have to set its parameter while calling this endpoint. So let's see how we can do. I have already done it. So this is the thread group. So thread group, you can add it from here. And once thread group is added, the second step that what I have done, I've added HTTP request. So those things also you can do it like this, and you can change its name from here. I kept it token. And as I said that here we have to define token endpoint. So that thing you have to do here, you can see this is HTTPS. So basically your token is divided in three parts. So one is the HTTP related information, second is the domain, and third is the path. So here you can see that HTTPS related information is mentioned here, then this space is for the domain, and this is the for the remaining path. Okay, so and from here you can set verb, that is the post. And once this configuration is done, you will have to add parameters. So on the bottom, you can see there is option to add the parameters. You can click on this add button and you can add one by one parameters. So I have already added this. You can see here the grant type, client ID, client secret, and values is mentioned here. So in this way, we have constructed the request um, for the token endpoint. Okay, so once it is ready, we can add the listener to see that how its response looks like. So what you can do, just you can click here and add sampler, and from here, from this listener, you can add the view result tree so that you can see that how token looks like. Okay, so let me call this. For timing, I'm disabling this. I will show you later what is its use. Okay, so token, this configuration I have already done. I have added this listener so that I can see how it response looks like. Okay, so let me run this. So see here, you can see that it was successful, and we can see request from here also. We can see the response. So this is the response. You can see that token has been generated. Its token type is the bearer. This here it contains the expiry time as well, and the token is assigned to this access token attributes. So within this access token, the token values has been assigned. So now we got the response, but now if I have to use it, I have to extract this information from the response so that I can use to call other APIs. So let's see how we can extract this information, and we can assign it to the local variable, and then further if we have to call any API, there we can use this. So let's see how we can do. So here multiple ways are there. I tried to show it by using two different ways. One is by using JSON extractor, and second is by using a regular expression extractor. So JSON extractor, you can add, just right click from here, and then you can select from this post processors. From here you can add this JSON extractor, and this is simplest way. I mean JSON extractor is quite simpler. And the second way also, like, you can use regular expression. So just right click, and from this post processors you can add regular expression extractor also. So what you have to do, so first come to the JSON extractor. Here you will have to mention the variable name. So this token will be assigned to this variable, and this variable you have to use to call some other APIs. I mean, this variable will contain the token information. And here, this is JSON path expression. So as you saw in the response, the value of the token was assigned to this access token. So just you will have to mention here. So whatever value is getting assigned to this access token, it will extract from there and it will assign it to this bearer token. So this way you can extract the token information and you can assign to the bearer token. So this is quite simpler way. Second is the regular expression. So once again here, this is nothing but the variable name, and this is the regular expression where it says that, okay, you have to extract the information from the access token and from this double quote until it does that double quote doesn't end. You have to extract all the information and you have to assign it this bearer. Okay, so here we saw that how we can use JSON extractor and how we can use the regular expression to extract the token information and how it can be assigned to the variable. Now let's see whether it is working or not. So yeah, so what I have tried to do here, I have added another HTTP request, and yeah, so here we will see that how that token can be used to call another API. Okay, so let me enable it. So here, this API is to get employee information, and here I am using dummy URL just to check that whether whatever value is we have assigned to that variable, whether it is getting assigned proper or not. So yeah, so in this case also, like, endpoint will be divided in three parts. One is the HTTPS, then domain, then remaining paths, and this is dummy URL. So just I kept it for the verification purpose. Here I have selected verb as a get, and here uh, remember one thing, whenever we are using this bearer token, so you will have to pass it under authorization parameter. So I have added here authorization, and you have to append bearer with the token. So you can see here, this is the bearer. I mean, I have to append it before the token. So bearer space and token, this is the format, and this is nothing but this is a variable name where I have assigned token information. Okay, and in the JMeter to extract value from the variables, this is the format, like dollar curly bracket and then variable name. Okay, and once again you can see I have added here, so you don't have to use two different parameters for verification or for just to see that, to verify that whether values has been assigned to both this parameter or not. So for that, just I'm using this. Okay, so now let's run it. Okay, so this is failed. Definitely it will fail because endpoint was not valid. I had used dummy endpoint for verification purpose. So now let's come to its request. So here you can see that authorization and bearer, this I have appended and then a space, and this value was assigned in the very first variable, that is bearer, and it is up to here. So we can see by using JSON extractor, this value got assigned. And then this is the second variable, second parameter, you can say the authorization. And then here we had used second variable, which we had extracted through this regular expression extractor. So in this way, you saw that by using both the way we have extracted this token information. Okay, so yeah, so this was the way to extract or to generate the beer token in the JMeter. I hope you liked this video. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much.